We have a parallel session here in Professor R.C. Sinha, former Head Department of Philosophy, Patna University, will be a chairman and he will be leading a session. And sir, we welcome you on behalf of VVCRF Surat and personally myself Geeta Desai, Dr. Geeta Desai. I am retired and we work for Holistic Science Charitable Research Foundation in USA, Houston Center. Okay, so Professor Sinha, please.
So thank you very much. I must thank office bearers of the Asian Congress who has given me this august task to chair this session. And in this session, there are 3 papers. So I request straightway, without losing a moment, without losing moments, please spell out the name, invite, and we will start. Oh, so you can do it?
I have to honor you with the memento of our institute.
I am thankful to the institute because I have come for the first time. Though I knew very many persons of the institute personally, but this is a great opportunity. I missed my flight. I stayed in the hotel last night and I could not sleep because they knocked the door at about 3:30 and I got the Air India flight and I am with you.
Thank you, sir.
So,
We appreciate it.
Thank you very much.
Taking a chair in this
Thank
session.
you. Oh,
Thank you so much.
So we will try to adhere to the time schedule because that is a must for such conferences. So please adhere to the time schedule, and there will be 2 questions or 3 questions. There will be brief remark from the chair. That's all. That is and Geeta ji will conduct this session.
Our first speaker, Swamy Sadhashivananda from Swamy Vivekananda Sevasramam, Madurai. The paradigm shift from the semetic religions to vedic religion. Please.
Om Stavahaya cha dharmasya sarvadharmasvarubhine avadara varishtaya Ramakrishnaya te namaha. Respected chairman of the session and sisters and brothers, here I am going to present a paper on Sri Ramakrishna's life and living as a symbolic of our national life, Hindu way of life. His life is a living commentary for Vedanta. In the final, I am asking, the Semitic religions, the Semitic means there is a region in our Asian continent, Central Asia, Semitic region. In that region came this Judaism, Jews religion. From that, the Christianity came. Then Islam also came. So, these 3 family religions are all called as Semitic religions. And then from Judaism, this capitalism has come. World Bank, IMF, everything by Jews only. They are maintaining this. They are the authors for the capitalism. Its side effect is communism. So, these 5 school of thoughts, families are belonging to Semitic religions. So, this side, our Vedic religion, Hindu way of life, represented by Sri Ramakrishna, he himself lived and gave a living commentary for Vedic life. So, comparing with these 2, we are requesting the mankind a paradigm shift from this Semitic religions to Hindu way of life for sustainable peace and development. Sisters and brothers, I am not going to read the entire paper. I will give a presentation only to some extent. Sisters and brothers, Sri Ramakrishna came to this world in 1836. He lived for 50 years in this world. His student, disciple is Swamy Vivekananda. Vivekananda is popular, whereas Sri Ramakrishna is not so popular. Sri Ramakrishna have not studied in the so-called regular school education. He is a plain. So, his religious life, his tapas is straight away from himself and his God, Parashakti, Kali Devi. He was praying for years. Usually our religious life is just a prayer towards God. But if Devi is real, he wanted to see Devi in person. So he cried for so many times. Once he tried to cut off his own throat, to wasting his life. Every day is passing. So he wanted to see God, otherwise to finish his life. He decided. So at that time Devi came in person, gave a darshan to him. For everything he was asking, referring only with his personal God. If anybody comments anything, he will go and refer with Devi only. She will give all the answers. So, this Vatsalya Bhavana, this mother and child relationship between Ramakrishna and Bhavadarani, Kali, was so nice relationship. Through that he became fully spiritualized life. Then he started to practice other religions also, Islamic way of life through a Sufi saint, then a Christianity life. Like that, every religion he has practiced. Then he came to the conclusion, through any religion, man can attain Jivan Mukti stage, he can attain moksha. He came to the conclusion. So all religions came to this world to save mankind only. All religions are true. He came to this conclusion. Then he prayed to bring disciples to him to spread this message. After that, Vivekananda and his disciples came. Nearly 16 they are. Vivekananda's chief, his wife, Sharada Mani Devi, when she was 5 years old, Ramakrishna married her. Then after 12 years, she came to him to serve him. At the age of 18, when she reached Sri Ramakrishna, Ramakrishna asked her, what way of life you want to lead with me? To that she answered, instead of indulging in family life, I want to serve your spiritual life. By serving you, I want to promote your spiritual life. I want to be an instrument, just, she told. He was happy. Then he told her, Sharata, you don't want child from your stomach, but in course of time, the entire world will worship you as mother. Nowadays, all over the world, in Ramakrishna mission, we call Sharadamani as Ma Sarada, like this. Then Vivekananda, all the Western education students from Calcutta came as disciples for Sri Ramakrishna. Vivekananda at the time was agnostic. Agnostic means neither religious nor atheist. He was having some doubts about religions. At the time he was meeting so many religious leaders, including Devendranath Tagore, father of Rabindranath Tagore. Sir, have you seen God? If he meets any religious leaders, have you seen God? who will say, I have seen God? Nobody answered. The only person who asked this question is Swamy Vivekananda. The only person who gave proper answer was Sri Ramakrishna. When he met Ramakrishna, Ramakrishna told, as I am seeing you, brighter than you, I am seeing God. I have seen God and I will also show you the God to you. Like that he has answered. Then after 2-3 meetings, in third meeting, he gave a touch, a spiritual touch. Through that, Swamy Vivekananda got the enlightenment. He has merged with the entire universe. He has seen the divine vision. So he came to the conclusion, through Ramakrishna's life, religion is true. Then he has decided we have to spread this message all over the world. He wanted to decentralize this spiritual message of Sri Ramakrishna. Out of all the practices of Sri Ramakrishna, he handed over everything, all the power to Swamy Vivekananda. Taking that message, he went to the West, spread the message for so many years. What is the difference between our Vedic religions and the Semitic religions is, Ramakrishna's life is very simple. He is not literate. That's why our scholars are saying, we are fortunate he is not studied, he is literate. Otherwise, he will be giving quotations only. So, everything pure knowledge came from Sri Ramakrishna. That's why Max Muller, Arnold Toynbee, so many world leaders from so many walks of life praised the life of Sri Ramakrishna. Max Muller, formerly he was having some wrong opinion about our country. Then after reading the life of Sri Ramakrishna and reading our Upanishads, he was having so many respect for our country and values. So, Max Muller, Arnold Toynbee. Toynbee is a Nobel Prize winner. Only Ramakrishna way of life, Ashoka way of life, Gandhian way of life can save this mankind. This century had starting from Westerners, but it will have its end by East. Otherwise, the mankind will come to a perish. It will die. Like that, they gave some commentaries. Why? Our Hindu way of life is morning, our Bhattji, our governor, they gave a very vivid, clear picture about our way of life. How our life is holistic, from individual to universe. We are all one family, Vasudhaiva Kudumbakam. In our Vedic religions, in our country we are having 3 texts as our Prasthanatrayas. Upanishads, Brahma Sutra and Bhagavad Gita. In Brahma Sutram there is Chatushuti. There are 4 sutrams are there. In that, Atado Brahma Jijnasa, let us see God. Janmat Yasya Adaha. From this creation, let us learn God. Just now we have heard Bhagavan, Dada Bhagavan. We are a guest in this world. We are part of this whole universe. We are part of this entire universe. So, through this part, from this creation, we can study the Creator. The Tattu Samanvaya, by including all the teachings of world religions, we can come to a conclusion. These are all the messages given by Brahma Sutra. Our Upanishads, Gita, we are not negating any religions. Any worship, through any worship we can attain God. We can see God, we can attain Jivan Mukti. All these things we are having respect for all religions. Whereas these Semitic religions, they are saying, I am only correct, others are wrong. So, I have to convert them. Otherwise, I have to finish them. This is the history we can see. In the whole religious history, if Ramakrishna's life is a phenomenon, it's a wonderful incident in the world history, religious history. His life is a living commentary for Vedantic life. It is completely a message of love, compassion for entire mankind. Whereas these Semitic religions, so far today, even today, you can see in the newspapers every day, this Iran, Iraq, Syria, Pakistan, this Palestine, all these countries, particularly Muslim countries and Christians, everywhere there are problems. Religions, these Islamic religions, every day you can have hundreds of people are died. Clash in same religion. In Iraq, no other religions, only Muslims are there. Shia Muslims, Sunni Muslims and Kurd Muslims. But they don't respect each other. They want to convert each other because their theory is uniformity, not unity. Our culture is unity, unity in diversity. Anekatame ekata. But they are for uniformity. Who is to lead? That is to be decided. When Ambedkar was alive, some Christian missionaries approached him to convert him. To that he asked them, to which Christianity I have to convert. First you come to a conclusion. Since nowadays they are having more than 1 lakh church. Church means not one group, family group. Various denominations. They are converting themselves. America is Protestant Christians, whereas Europe, Catholic Christians. The American Christians are converting European Christians. So Pope says these Protestant Christians are all vultures. He is saying vultures. So there is a competition and tension through these Semitic religions. So they will lead. Permanently they will give problem. You cannot bring uniformity in this world. All are not equal. So there will be a permanent competition and tension in this world through these Semitic religions. People used to say all religions are teaching love. No, not all religions. In Quran, there is in a surah, an ayat says, so long the infidels are there, we are all worshipping pratimas, worshipping idols. They are against idol worship. Why? We don't know. They are against this idol worship. So long these idol worshippers are there, fight with them, finish them. While you finish them, give them a firebrand coat to burn the body. After burning the body, you give another firebrand coat to sprinkle the muscles. When they ask for water, pour molten iron into their mouth. In one of our seminar in Madurai Kamaraj University, I have asked, sir, if he is a God, will he say so? If he says so, is he God? See, when a man asks water, he is advised to pour a molten iron into the mouth. What a sadistic statement it is. Like this, in the Old Testament is there. The New Testament is these Catholic Christians. They are all families. In Christianity, you can see Ibrahim. In Christianity, Abraham. In Islam, you can see Ibrahim. Abraham, Ibrahim. Joseph, Yusuf. Fatima, Fatuma. Amen, Amen. They are all interrelated. Same family group. The root is Judaism. From that, these Abrahamic religions came. One side Christianity, one side Islamic religions. They are having eternal enmity among themselves. Jesus, Nabihal Nayagam himself says in his Quran, Jesus gave a wrong message to this mankind. People of books, he calls Christians as people of books. In Quran itself there is a version. I have seen it. So, Semitic religions cannot give sustainable peace to this world. Whereas our Ramakrishna's way of life, our Hindu way of life, our Hindu way of life is called as Hindutva. It is not a political version. Nowadays, they are thinking Hindutva means a political statement. Not so. A name is given to our way of life. Since it is a globalization context, so we have to identify ourselves with a name. So, Hindu way of life is called as Hindutva, whereas these Semitic thoughts are there. Our Hindu way of life, Ramakrishna's life is the best example. When Ramakrishna and Sarada Devi met, Sarada Devi asked him, "What do you think about me?" To that Ramakrishna answers, "Devi Parashakti came to this world as my mother to give birth to me. The same Parashakti comes as you to maintain me." So he equates Devi Parashakti, mother, wife in a same respect. He worshipped his wife. He gave importance to women. What our Manusmriti says is, wherever women are worshipped, there is all the developments. Ramakrishna worshipped Sarada Devi. He gave his spiritual power to her to establish Sarada mission for women folk development. So, this way of life, including all, Sarada Devi herself has a disciple, Amjad Khan, a Muslim is there. Even now in Ramakrishna mission, Christians, Muslims are all sannyasis. We are including all the religions. We are not excluding anybody. To our way of life is, the entire world is a family. Only the Guru is Sri Ramakrishna. According to our Ramakrishna mission, if this institution, our institution here, Dada Bhagavan gave a way of life. His disciples, our Swamiji is here, and the disciples are all here. In our country, we are having so many gurus. They lived like a divine life. So we are worshipping Guru worship also. But whereas in Islam, they won't allow worshipping the Guru, because don't equate God with anybody. It is a mistake. So, sisters and brothers, please, this comparative study dialogue is a must to bring a religious harmony. Verification also is needed. Just simply statements cannot satisfy the intellectuals. Verification is needed, whether the statements are all correct or not. Scientifically, we have to verify all the religions. Then only we can get a scientific religions in this world. So, this Hindu way of life is an integral way of life from individual to universe. So, without individual peace, universal peace is not possible. So, sisters and brothers, these two way of life, Hindu way of life and Semitic religions are there. Hindu way of life is represented by Sri Ramakrishna. So, the entire mankind needs a paradigm shift from Western thought to our Hindu way of life. This is the essence of my speech. Thank you. Namaskar.